Hi, this is Dr. Kat, and I'm going to be doing a brain rewiring attunement, specifically focusing on connecting with the dolphin consciousness. Dolphins are widely known for their incredible, magical presence, and for those of you who've been around and in the presence of dolphins, you may have had experiences of heart opening, experiencing joy, having random tears just fall, and that's because they absolutely have a very special frequency that they emanate, pure love, pure joy, and they also happen to send frequencies of primal trust. If you look into the research, they emit a frequency of sometimes 128 hertz, which is very similar to the frequency of the earth or the frequency of being in deep primal trust. And so they're a great consciousness, a great energy to connect with when you are trying to recalibrate and to feel safe and to feel loved and even to get that spark of joy. And another thing about being around dolphins is it's almost like they even shift your own brain patterning just by being in their presence. At least that's what happens with me. And so I hope that this attunement helps to shift some things for you. And if you've never done one of my attunements, that's okay. You might not understand everything that I'm saying, but your subconscious understands, your superconscious understands. So just follow along and observe. And before I get into the attunement, I have a short video that I took right after I did the attunement so that you can see visually the beautiful creatures I was connecting with in this lagoon here in the Florida Keys, and get to meet the beings that inspired this process. So I hope that you'll enjoy. Up next is the short video, and then after that will be the attunement. Hi guys, so I just did an attunement for you here in this beautiful lagoon where there's been some bottlenose dolphins swimming here, and it was really beautiful. I took some video footage of them swimming around while I was doing the attunement, so you could see the creatures that you were connecting with. So I hope that you're able to feel their love, their frequency of love and light. They have so much. I'm wondering if I'm going to come up right now again while I'm in video, but anyways, they just connecting with your heart takes place outside of time and space. I'm sure you'll be able to. Oh look, there's one right there. See? Hey sweetie. Hi honey. Yeah, you're just connecting with us. Oh, there's another one right there. Yeah, so these were the guys that were helping with the attunement just now. Thank you. Saying hi. Hi honeys. They just swim around me. I just sit here and do heart math, and they just hang out. Just love hanging out. Hi honey. Yeah, you see them. So these are your attunement helpers today, guys. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Dolphin Research Center in Florida Keys. That's where I'm at right now. These guys live in the lagoon. There's a handful of them, and they've been choosing to just hang out right here with us. Alright. Yeah. Thank you for helping, guys. We love you. They're so curious. They can feel energy. Absolutely. It was amazing. During the attunement, several of them were just swimming around and around and around. So, yeah, thank you for helping. We need your love. Remind us of our own love. Alright, so I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's come into our heart space as we begin this attunement for the purpose of connecting with these dolphins, with their consciousness, with their energy, and letting it shift our own brain patterning, letting them help to integrate parts of our fragmented self, and letting their energy remind us of the spark of joy that we all have within us, waiting to emerge. So just take a deep breath into your heart center, and breathe out. And just imagine being here with me in this lagoon, surrounded by 4, maybe 5 of these bottlenose dolphins that are swimming around. And just being here, just breathing into your heart center, saying to yourself, there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now but just swimming in this beautiful lagoon, this crystal clear blue-green water and the warm Florida sun, with these creatures of love and light just surrounding you. Breathing into the heart. And your next out-breath, send a line of golden light from your heart center down your spine, down into the center of the earth. Just intend to ground into the earth. Intend to say to your energy field, I am here right now. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. But here, in this present moment, surrounded by the light and love of these dolphins. Great. Just breathing in. And you notice that these dolphins are just playing and swimming, and you can't help but to just smile and start to feel this swelling in your heart just watching them. So just imagine that happening around you right now, connecting with me outside of time and space here in the quantum field, and just serving as a conduit for all of you right now who's listening. Just imagining these dolphins swimming around you, just like I've been seeing them here today. And just noticing your heart is just beaming, and you feel so much connection with these creatures who just want to love you. They just want to share their love. And if you would, let me connect with your higher superconscious self for the purpose of this attunement, to help to shift brain patterning and to help drop you deeper into your heart and into your spark, and to calibrate with the energetic frequency of these creatures. So I'm just going to connect on my own for yourself, connecting with you now, connecting with the intelligence that connects all of us. This higher superconscious self is just a level of consciousness that is connected to everybody and everything. It's an intelligence that created your body, that created these dolphins, and is connected in outside of time and space. And so it's able to understand you, all of your memories, all of your parts, your identity patterns, and we're just going to ask for assistance today to help with integration and just help you leave this experience feeling like you've found a little bit more of who you really are. So I want you to just imagine being in this lagoon with these dolphins, and you're here in this water with them, and you're noticing that they're just swimming around you, and they're playing, and they're just enjoying you, you're enjoying them. And you notice that they just have this sense of joy that just permeates from them. And they're just sharing their joy with each other. And I want you to bring to mind any time recently where maybe you have resisted showing your joy to those that you love. Maybe you felt like you don't want to show your joy to them because they're doing things you don't like, or maybe you're not feeling well, and so you feel like, well, I don't want to act happy when I don't feel like this. Just notice where you resist bringing your joyful brain patterning forward. And higher superconscious self, can you find that part that resists joy? And higher superconscious self, can you connect with these dolphins right now who radiate joy, whose consciousness knows how to be in joy most of the time? And can you bring these two aspects of consciousness forward, the identity parts that resist joy and the consciousness of the dolphin that radiates joy? And can you open up the files of the memory structures that created these part-time personalities that resist joy? Open up these files and make edits, performing a massive change of history, memory reconsolidation of merging the energy of these dolphins with the memory patterns of the parts that have decided that there's a solution of withholding joy to protect. Withholding joy for many reasons. It's an old solution. Higher superconscious self, please show these parts the frequency of these dolphins, the imagery of these dolphins, and show them there's another way. There's a way of updating that old solution, of holding back joy. Some of these parts might be protecting parts, controlling parts, victim parts, wounded child parts, stubborn parts, scared parts. Bringing these parts forward, just see these dolphins playing. Just imagine your parts are here with you, enjoying these dolphins and seeing the joy, seeing what's possible. Just letting their brain patterning, their frequency infuse with yours right now as these old identity patterns are being asked to be brought forward into the active experience, to experience a new consciousness. Just breathing into your heart center, imagining, looking these dolphins in the eyes, seeing their smile on their face, seeing them swim around you, and allowing yourself to just let their love in, showing these old parts of you that you choose to be in joy because it's healing for you, it's healing for others. You choose to reignite your joy because you love yourself. Higher self, please bring forward the inner child, the one whose spark matches the consciousness of these dolphins. Please bring that part into the active experience. And I want you to imagine, those of you that are listening right now, that you just start frolicking and playing with these dolphins. Maybe they even come over to you and they offer you a dorsal fin ride, or they want to give you a kiss, and your inner child is just in bliss and delight. The part of you from a long, long time ago that knows how to play, knows how to be in joy, and knows how to let your light shine for everyone to see. Maybe this part of you has been hidden for most of your life, or maybe it comes out from time to time, but we're going to ask the higher self to illuminate that part of your consciousness, that part of your identity pattern, and bring it forward to play, to visualize being with these dolphins and visualize basking in love and light in that familiar frequency of joy, which also has the frequency of primal trust, because when we are in primal trust, we let ourselves play. So just imagining yourself playing and being in that sense of trust that you are free and safe to play, you're safe to show your joy, and that's because it's your true nature. Higher self, please bring this inner spark of this child forward into the active experience and exchange information with the main personality now, letting the adult main personality see, feel, and remember this child that matches the frequency of love and light of these dolphins, realizing they're part of you and you're part of them. And that's why they bring you so much joy, because they remind you of your true nature. That's right. Just breathe in. See yourself playing freely, being in your true nature now. Higher self, please process any old emotional patterns of protection and wounding that might be coming up to be cleansed in this process. Sending all that old, outdated energy down the grounding cord and being bathed in this lagoon with these dolphins. And now you're noticing them chattering to you. You might even be feeling their sonar hitting you. There's these little pulses that just feel like the most magnificent feeling throughout your whole body. Breathing into your heart center. Hearing those frequencies, the healing frequencies of 128 hertz and the other frequencies that they send, receiving that now through the energy system. Higher superconscious self, please allow these frequencies to be received by the energy system, by the first chakra, the second, the third, the fourth, opening wider and wider, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, aligning from head to toe, the entire energy field with this dolphin frequency now. Thank you. Breathing, seeing yourself lighting up like a Christmas tree from head to toe, all these beautiful colors just shining in your energy field as you're just playing in your own rainbow light alongside these dolphins, awakening in you that Lemurian that's been hidden for ages and ages, awakening back to the frequency of love and light that you are. That's right, just coming in to the truth of your nature. Very good. Higher self, There might be a part-time personality that's afraid to come out and play, or maybe that's been used to being angry or upset. Can you bring forward any part-time personalities that tend to resist playing? Bring them forward. Maybe the angry one, maybe the scared one, the one filled with shame or guilt. And higher self, can you bring forward this dolphin that I see here in the lagoon today, the one whose dorsal fin was bitten by a shark? Bring that dolphin forward to meet this part that resists play. Because you see, the parts of us that resist play are the ones that have been wounded. And that wounding is now dominating the frequency and dominates the brain patterning when it's alive, when that part is active. And that wounding often keeps us out of our play, out of the ventral vagal connection of safety so that we can play. So higher superconscious self, please bring that part forward and bring this dolphin forward. Looking you eye to eye and notice that it has a dorsal fin that's been chomped on. And you can feel it tell you its story of when it was wounded by a shark. And yet you notice that it has a smile, and you notice that its eyes are just glistening with just love and light. And it says, I too have been wounded, and I choose to play. I choose to let that wounding go. It's part of me, and I can still play even though my dorsal fin has been wounded. And even though that wound is visible, I choose to play. I choose to be me. I choose to embrace that wounding as part of me. And you notice this dolphin starts doing tricks for you. It starts to jump in the air and spin and splash. And it says, see, I can still play, and so can you. And you see it come over, and it brings its beautiful bobble nose right up to your nose. And it just touches you. And it starts chattering through its little blowhole and making noises. And you receive its love and light. You receive its understanding, its validation, its witnessing of you. Saying, I see you, wounded one. I hear you, wounded one. I witness you. You're part of me, and I'm part of you. This breathing in this love and light is capable of healing, alchemizing, merging its forgiving, joyful nature with this old neural pathway that's just needing a little help with integration into the main personality. Breathing that in. And then noticing that you're just able to breathe a little more deeply, and maybe even more of your light is coming forward as that wounded one in you starts to join the main personality and the other parts of you, and also wants to play, recognizing it might have a wounding just like the dorsal fin on this other dolphin, and that's okay. The wounded one can play too. And now just letting yourself float in this lagoon and being surrounded by these beautiful creatures of love and light. Higher superconscious self, please continue to perform a massive memory reconsolidation on everything, updating all programming into the current moment, into the current reality of choice, that in this timeline, it is time to shed the wounding, the anger, the resentment, the blame, and bring forward our nature of love, light, and joy, our nature that matches the frequency of these dolphins, our nature of play and bliss. Thank you. Just stay breathing through your heart center. Just observe and imagine yourself swimming with these beautiful creatures who love you, who are here to help you and help this planet remember its true nature, bringing back the ancient time of Lemuria in the modern day in a new way. Breathing into your heart center. Higher superconscious self, please ground all of these recoded memory structures, all of these updated energy patterns into the matrix of the universe, to continue to inform the unconscious, the subconscious, and the superconscious mind of the new choice of I choose to play. I choose to radiate my joy. I choose to let my inner child's spark of joy enter back into my life. I choose to share my joy with others because I love myself. I choose to merge my consciousness with these beautiful creatures and be a healing light for others, that they might remember their joy as well. Thank you, higher superconscious self. Thank you, dolphins, for merging with us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful creatures of love and light. Disconnecting now.